quick, I just wanted to talk about a couple things that I think get overlooked a lot by both inexperienced and experienced powerlifters. And that's the idea of why the order of what you lift is so important. Those of you who've been following me for the past couple weeks know that my uh, programming right now is being done by Dr. Mike Israetel. And I guess one of the things that I noticed while doing his programming was that bench has seemed to take a little bit of a back seat in comparison to the other lifts. So my deadlift is feeling really good. My squat's feeling really good from doing all the front squatting and high bar squatting and deficit deadlifts. Everything feels really strong. But I respond, at least my bench responds best with a little bit more specificity. So while the close grip work has been good, I think it's important to at least get a little bit of work in with the regular bench. So today, before I start my strength phase with Mike Israetel, I just decided to have a little bit of fun playing around with some regular bench press, then go into some close grip, and followed by a long slingshot pyramid. I guess what I'm mainly trying to get to is I have been feeling extremely weak the past few days, or the past few weeks rather, from just doing the close grip bench pressing. And I think it has been almost a shot at my ego a little bit, making me feel like I've been getting weaker and weaker as far as bench goes. But what I haven't been taking into account is that because I've been doing lifts like the front squat, high bar squatting, and deficit deadlifts a couple times a week, and almost always prior to my bench sets, and my heavy bench day, or my heavy close grip bench day, actually has been at the end of the week each time. So I've had accumulated fatigue throughout the week, and I've always been a little bit pre-exhausted before benching to begin with. So I guess what I'm trying to get to here is that one of the big takeaways that a lot of people seem to forget, and this is I guess a little bit more obvious, or it was more obvious to me early on, was that the lift that you want to see improvement on, just prioritize it. So for instance, if you have a higher bench frequency, let's say at least 2 times a week, and one day is a little bit heavier than the other, if you're also doing other lifts on those days, maybe one of those days do your bench pressing first. That way you don't have to deal with fatigue factors, and you won't have to get worn out quite as easily as you normally would. It's just a little bit of food for thought, something that I was thinking about a little bit today, and I just thought it'd be a little bit useful for this, guys. So anyway, we're just finishing up the workout here. I worked up to 410 on the slingshot pyramid, then 465 for 5, back down to 315 for 10, 275 for, I think, instead of 15, and then I just tried to do an AMRAP with the slingshot on 225, which, to tell you the truth, felt really light at first, but I must have got really burnt out from doing all this extra volume with it. So you'll probably see in a few seconds, right after this 275 set, that I really just couldn't handle the extra volume. I actually, it was almost, well, I don't want to say embarrassing, I guess, because I was on the bench press for at least like 2 hours at this point. But it's just kind of funny. Just you think about weights that's almost like 50% of your max just toward the end of your set, and it's just absolutely crushing you. Here, you'll see it here. Thanks to Austin, by the way, for not letting this thing cut me in half once again. That's pretty much all I got for today. I'll be back later this week to give you guys a little bit more stuff that I got from the seminar, maybe some product reviews. But I guess in the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.